Welcome to the Bash at the Beach Football Jamboree Media Day Luncheon. I'm Sam Hickman with Focus Broadband TV, joined by New Hanover High School head football coach Dimock. Coach Dimock and New Hanover, like some other schools and coaches we've talked to earlier today, New Hanover, a traditional powerhouse in southeastern North Carolina high school football. It's been no different for the Wildcats under Coach Dimock. So, Coach, just a brief rundown of your 2023 season and your expectations for this group in 24.
Sure. Last year was a little disappointing, and we really came together as a team late in the season. Beat Hillside, a #1 seed in the playoffs, and gave New Bern a pretty tough game in the second round. But sort of they were a little entitled. We've really challenged this team to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? So we've tried to make this last week really hard on them and challenge them and put them in really some tough spots. Had a great scrimmage yesterday versus Jacksonville, which always gives us a lot to did some things really well, did some things we need to work on. But I'm excited about this group. We got a bunch of sort of guys that have been playing for a while. Got some young guys that are filling in. Got more depth on the offensive line than we had last year. Defensively, we're young, but I feel really good about the athletes we have out there.
And our viewers will recognize this from years past, and Coach Dimock just mentioned it. These teams look radically different in October and November than they do in mid-August, and that was the case for New Hanover last year. Coach, when you're reviewing your team's game film this weekend after the Bash at the Beach Jamboree, what do you hope to get out of your scrimmage this weekend?
We got better than we did yesterday. I mean, I think that's the #1 thing. If you get better each week, I think you're going to have a chance to be a tough out in November. I mean, I think we preach our kids, don't get complacent. If they go out and really successful early, sometimes you stay the same and the other teams get better. So that's really the challenge is, what are the things we did well yesterday? Let's keep doing those well. What are the things we need to work on till we get better there? And those are the sort of critical things for us. But again, being really intentional about what we're doing and making sure we're communicating that to the kids.
Coach Dimock, who are a handful of kids, maybe returners, that you're counting on contributions from this fall?
Okay, our 4 captains, obviously Jacob Monroe, Zamir Batts, Jamboree Simpson, and Chris Morton are 4 guys that have played a lot for us that are captains. Quincy Waddell came over from Laney. He's a pretty athletic kid who's going to help us. Harrison Isaiah, a wide receiver. Marquez Higgins, one of our running backs. So there are a lot of kids. You don't quite know, where the ceiling is for some of them. Defensively, Miko Skinner's returning inside linebacker for us. Kaias McLean and one of our safeties. We got some young guys in the secondary, but I feel really good about them. They're going to make some mistakes. We made some mistakes yesterday. But if we clean those up, I feel like we can go as far as we want to go.
New Hanover High School, no stranger to success in high school football in Eastern North Carolina at the 4A level. Coach Dimock, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for participating this weekend, and we appreciate everything you do.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.